just tell you a little bit about myself? Is that what you
Please, yeah.
Okay. First of all, my name is Pat Richter. I'm the president and CEO of Basepoint Building Automations here in Des Moines, Iowa. Basepoint's a company that focuses on solutions to automate your commercial building. We work with customers to make their buildings safe, smarter, and more efficient. Our main automation lines address access control, security, automatic doors, and HVAC controls. We're a full service company that does design, build, and bid work. We design, engineer, and install systems for our customers and then provide service. We have 7 locations across the Midwest in 8 states, and we have roughly 200 employees. 100 of those are ESOP employees, and around 100 of those are union technicians that do the field work for us, covering 13 different union halls. So it's a little bit about who we are as a company. Why did we hire Mark as an implementer? It's probably one of the biggest questions that people might want to know. When I came to Basepoint about 5 years ago, we made a decision to be a growth company as opposed to a lifestyle company. We wanted to grow our revenue and grow our ESOP. And with that came the need for a structured way to run our company. We needed to put a strategy in place. We needed to create leaders, not just a lot of individual contributors. We needed to become more sales and metric driven. We were not that way, and the metrics were really important for us as an organization to set the tone for accountability to move forward. We needed help, and we decided that EOS was the best system for us to use. After talking to some of my colleagues in the business world who I respect and interviewing Mark, we decided that Mark was the best person to help us through this process. We have used Mark now for 4+ years, and I can tell you about 2.5 years ago, we started to get a little bit, hey, maybe we can do this by ourselves, and we missed a quarter for different reasons. And that next quarter, the entire leadership team really felt sort of lost. And at that moment, for me, I said, we need to consistently use that help. And we've grown, I think, as a leadership team. With Mark's leadership, I know Mark treats us a little differently now than he did when we first started. Really adhered to the EOS Pure system, which is super important, especially when you're starting out, to stick to it. And as you start to evolve as an organization, you will evaluate where you want to focus in the EOS process and where you can sort of, I don't want to say step away from, but where are the most important areas for us to focus with respect to EOS. And Mark has really helped guide us through that. We appreciate the fact that every one of the topics that we discuss have a book that we can read to learn and utilize between our quarterly sessions. And that's really important for us as an organization, and we do stick to that. When we talk about what we've accomplished together, myself and my leadership team agrees that we've come a long way in the last 4 years. And it's encouraging to me that Mark consistently pushes us to get better. And although we've come a long way, we know we have a long way to go yet. And I appreciate that balance is something that we get from Mark as our EOS implementer. We are more aligned as a leadership team, and we've developed clarity on focusing on our strategy to move forward. I still sort of laugh about how we spent a lot of time developing our core values at the beginning of the EOS process, which we know drove Mark nuts. But we really do hire, fire, and lead our organization through our core values. And I'm glad we spent the time, and I'm glad he kept pushing us to make sure that we were aligned on what we wanted to say were our core values as an organization. By leveraging the EOS process and the data, we are tracking ahead of our 10-year plan, our 3-year plan, and our annual plan. And for the last 4 years, we have exceeded our number every year. And we're We probably need to adjust our 10-year plan because now it becomes much more realistic than we actually envisioned when we set it out there. So I challenge everyone to be aggressive on how you look at that. So we are exceeding our net operating income goals. We're exceeding our top line revenue goals. And we've also, in the end, come to realize that we're not even close to the potential we have. And I think that we wouldn't be in the position we are today without Mark and the EOS process.